Imagine pushing a beam across a roller which rotates freely on a pin. The beam moves easily over the roller, and a point on its surface will move as far from left to right as a point on the surface of the roller moves around its circumference. Now, if the roller were allowed to move across the floor as the beam were pushed, the point marked on the beam would travel further in a left to right direction than before, by as much as the roller moved in the same direction. As a first step in making this knowledge work for us, let us give the floor, the roller and the beam teeth to prevent them slipping. If this simple machine is then made to operate in a circle, we have the basis for a usable system of gears. We must start by naming the components of this system. The fixed floor has now become a fixed pinion, the sun pinion. Revolving round it, the roller becomes a planet pinion. It still has a pin through it which is fixed to and rotates with the planet cage. Finally, the beam becomes the gear ring. If we apply power to the planet cage and move it through 90 degrees, the additional rotation of the planet pinion causes the gear ring to move further. In this instance, an extra 30 degrees, making a total of 120 degrees. Conversely, if the gear ring is rotated 120 degrees, the planet cage moves the planet pinion through 90 degrees. In other words, our simple system of gears gives the ratio 120 to 90, or 4 to 3. The Sturmey-Archer system applies this basic principle in a bicycle hub. Power is introduced via a sprocket, revolved of course by the chain. If the sprocket could be made to turn the planet cage and the gearing were connected to the hub, we would have high gear selected, with the hub rotating 4 times for every 3 rotations of the sprocket. If the sprocket were connected to the gearing and the planet cage turned the hub, we would have low gear, with the hub turning 3 times for every 4 rotations of the sprocket. And if the sprocket could be made to turn the hub directly without passing the power through both planet cage and gearing, we would have normal or second gear. This is the basis for the 3-speed bicycle hub.